Yeah, Midwest, Northeast humid. And by the way, I quickly want to go back to what Amanda was just talking about. You may have heard about, because of some of the Doge cuts, some of those balloons, some of those balloon launches getting cut. That will help relitigate some of those balloon launches that may help back out with some of those forecast models that have been lacking some of that data. But I want to touch on this. It was muggy today. I mean, for Colorado standards, right? I'm from the East Coast. Phil from the East Coast as well. A lot of us not used to having this kind of humidity. And the dew point that we had this morning, 63-degree dew point. So what does that mean? 63-degree dew point. I don't really get it. All right. Generally speaking, below 40-degree dew point, that's dry, right? 40 to 50-degree dew point, that means you can probably feel it a little bit. 50 to 60-degree dew point, noticeably humid. Notice I don't even have a 60 or above dew point. That is because that is really uncommon for us in Northeast Colorado. And so what is the dew point, right? We talked about a 63-degree dew point, how it made it feel muggy. That is the temperature that the air has to cool to for complete saturation, right? So for clouds, fog, etc., it's a measure of the amount of moisture that is in the atmosphere. And here's the important part. I'm going to demonstrate why. It is a way better use of measure of explaining moisture in the atmosphere, right? One thing that I hear all the time is like, whoa, it's 100% relative humidity. Correct, but not all relative humidity is created equal. And I'm going to explain it why here. I've got in front of me, this is a small glass of water, right? This is, you can see it there. I'm going to put it back down so you can see it there on the TV screen. That is about 70% full. Right next to it, a way bigger bowl that is only about half full. That big bowl would be the equivalent of a 60-degree dew point, while the small glass is about a 30-degree dew point. Does that make sense? The two different kinds of atmospheres. When you have more warm air, you have an atmosphere that is more capable of holding more moisture. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The warmer it is, the bigger the bowl. That's the way to think of it.
I'm a visual learner anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, me too.
That's perfect.
That's what I was trying to explain. It's like, I get this question all the time. It's like, well, my weather app or et cetera is showing that I've got an 80% relative humidity. It's like, okay, is it an 80% of this, or is it of, I can't even pick up this huge bowl. I'm terrified I'm going to spill it all over the computers here. But you get the idea, right?
Yeah.
The dew point is basically saying, how big is your bowl? That's the best way to think of it.
How big is your bowl?
How big is your bowl? Is it this or is it that?
Okay, just out of curiosity, typically in the summer, what's our average humidity?
Our average relative humidity would be, in the summer, it's actually usually below 50% because the bowl is way bigger.
Yeah.
Our average dew point, the average size of the bowl is probably about 40 to 45 degrees.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So
yeah.
The bowl is usually about this big. In the winter, it's usually about this big. But again, the percentage of it, that's what matters. Or I should say, the size of the bowl, that's what matters. Yeah. That's how much water is actually available in the atmosphere. And what you're seeing right there, that's today.